Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. Comes in a really nice sturdy box. And this reading is for Tuesday, August 31st, 2021. Let's see, what is it that we need to know in order to heal our souls? Come back home to who we truly are, manifesting what it is that we want, and more than what we need. What is it that we need to know? And of course, as always, some support for the day. Oh, so Four of Swords. Oh, I just heard to draw 5 cards. Okay. Queen of Swords. Straight up. The Lovers. Oops. Looks like I probably should have the camera up a little higher. But anyway, let's see. I can always bring it up if need be. Maybe it'll fit if I do this. Yeah, that works. Okay, so here's our theme. The love. The lovers. The love is always there, right? And the Lovers is a card of choice. Of course, it's a major arcana, and it's the only one we have today, but it's all about making choices that will help you stay in harmony, be in harmony. It's when it's straight up, it can be, like a really healthy, strong bond. A very, very deep love. But, it's interesting because, like, he's looking at her, she's looking at I think it's our Archangel Gabriel. And, be nice if he looked up too, but he's looking at her. It's funny. Oh, you gotta love Pixie, right? Pamela Coleman Smith that did the artwork. I love her. So anyway, and she lives on within all of us readers, doesn't she? But anyway, with the Lovers, it's a card. It's Gemini, of course, and it's all about choice. It's about networking, community, having harmony within relationships. And because it's the Gemini card, it does bring in that need for communication. And to me, when our actions match our words, we have the spiritual meaning of communication going on. But it's also a card of opening up the lines of communication so that you have that harmony. So somebody might say something to you, and you're thinking, well, I really like this person. I like what they're saying. And then they say something that you don't really understand, and you go, wait, wait, what are you trying to say? I don't really get that. And then it opens up the channel for each other to be understood, right? Which is just such a beautiful thing. When you're seen and heard and understood, it's very healing. So that's the possibility with this card. Bookending here, we have the Four of Swords, which has to do with meditation. So when we meditate, this is just one of the elements of this card, but I feel it's in the message for today. When we get inside and meditate, we can get really clear on what we want. And we learn to think independently for ourselves. That's what the Queen of Swords is all about. She's usually a card that comes in when, to mirror back to us that we're in the process of transformation. It's always going on. She's got butterflies here in her crown and down here at the throne. And she's all about how much pain she's had to go through to get to this place where she's now self-sufficient. She thinks for herself. She's intelligent. She's truthful. And usually very organized. So meditation helps us to organize our thoughts, organize our path, get clear on the direction we want to go, and then make good, healthy choices. And then when the Two of Wands comes in reversed, well, that can be that we might have less options, because this process helps us prioritize. And then on another level, maybe the message here is that be careful of relationships that minimize your options. Sometimes it can be that. You're going to have to take this messages with, whichever way works for you. I'm just throwing out possibilities here. But with the Two of Wands, usually we have less options. Sometimes there's a lack of progress. Sometimes there's a fear of change, because when the card's straight up, it's like, choices. You have the world at your hands. You're solid and strong back here, and now it's time to move forward. But there could be something holding you back. So if this is a relationship that isn't, the communication channels aren't as open as you want, you're going to feel kind of hemmed in and held back. And maybe you're going to have to talk about that with this person so that you can go forward. With the Seven of Cups, when it's reversed, because when it's straight up, we have lots of options. Straight up here, we have lots of possibilities. What is it that you want? The question is always, what do you really want? So that's another good, thing to remember with that card. And then with the Seven of Cups, it's like, yeah, again, what do you want? You have all these options. But when it's reversed, both of these are reversed. The main message I'm getting here is that unless we open to all the possibilities, we're not going to feel like we have options. This can be a mental construct. A lot of swords here. Gemini, swords. It's Gemini's ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, there's a lot of thinking with both of those signs. Thinking and discerning, communicating and then discerning, communicating and adjusting. But when we feel like maybe some plans didn't go right, and now we think we have, lost some options, or we're confused about which way to go. Maybe we're feeling like we don't even have any good choices anymore, and we're feeling like we're kind of trapped, because if we did, the Lovers to me is always a card of learning to love yourself, and then you're mirrored back in who you truly are. You're met in relationship. But if there's no lines of communication open, then we can have those problems of feeling like we're trapped, and why do I want to hang out and be in a place where I'm trapped, right? And if you're stuck with somebody that is minimizing you, or you're not able to communicate with, then you are going to miss opportunities to meet the right person. So in relationship, it's like, really got to keep the communication lines open, and if they're not, then it's probably a good idea to move on and be with someone else. All right? Meditation will help you discern whether or not that's the case. But the deal is just, go for what you want, truly go for what you want, and be independent in going for what you want, Don't listen to what your friends say. Don't listen to what anybody else tells you. Don't even listen to me. You do what's right for you. And know that you have all these different options. But you want to make sure that you're not in fantasy land. Now, one good thing about when the Seven of Cups comes through reversed, it means you're in reality. You're not in fantasy land. You're not fantasizing about how a relationship could be. But you got to get over this fear of change and be independent. That's the thing. That's the deal. you know, this card, Seven of Cups reverse, can be sometimes just being kind of confused about maybe which way you even want to go. So the way to the way to heal this whole, what could be a little bit of a quagmire, that's a weird word, but anyway, that's what I just heard, is to meditate. Get back inside of yourself and meditate and rest and contemplate everything that's going on inside. Be very self-reflective and introspective. These are some keywords with the Four of Swords that I can remember. But you can see the meditation. And it could be some prayer going on here too, right? Affirming. Pray in the affirmative of already having what it is that you want and get really clear with what that is, because you can keep developing it. And you can have your ideal love relationship, partnership, friendship, whatever it is. This card is primarily about making choices and navigating through life in a way that brings in the relationships and partnerships that mirror you, and in that place where we're all interdependent on each other, and we need each other in order to mirror back to us who we truly are, because we usually, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I used to always just take myself for granted. I didn't really know, and then I would have people tell me, wow, you're really good at this, or I love the way you love your kids, or I've had lots of healthy mirroring to help me heal. And the unconditional love you get from your pets, it doesn't hurt either. So, okay, but that's all I have for today, you guys. Take good care. Bye.